All right. This is California Bear 619, the digital pack rats. And I just uploaded my first video in a while, or not first video, but haven't done any videos in a while here. And it explains on the video why. Also, I've been working on my channel basically on making more videos. So the goal is hopefully to release a video once a day and also do live streams more regularly and also at a scheduled time. It's 9:36 right now a.m. March 24th, 2025. And let's get to it. I'll tell a story right now. Let me hold on. I gotta do something here. Jeez. More actions. Sorry, I can't do two things at the same time. My mind just kind of doesn't allow it. There's not enough room there. How's everybody? I hope everything's all right. Is the light on? Yeah, it is. Hopefully, I won't get the background noise. It's bad from the fan. I got a fan directly here at my laptop because it gets really hot on the top now. The bottom's pretty good because I got one of those fans that go on the bottom, and I elevate it with some of my cords, extra cords that I have to lift it up and enough air to get through there and stuff. So subject: why I've been absent. The two reasons. The main one, basically, I was busy with my son's birthday was last week or a couple of weeks ago now, actually. But we actually celebrated his birthday party on the 16th at a location in Lapu Lapu, and it was fun. Everybody had fun. Everybody got sunburned. Everybody's walking around like the last couple of days, kind of like I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it, but they got burnt, and they're never out in the sun, and they were there all day long and stuff. So they got sunburned, and they went through the trials for a couple of days with the burn, and then they started peeling. Like my older one, his nose started peeling in class. He came out. Like, Mom, I'm like, dude, just deal with it, man. Don't worry about it. And he just ran away back into class. I guess kids were all like, "Oh, what's wrong with your nose?" It's like sometimes I forget sometimes what it was like to be a kid that age because I interact with them as a father and whatever, but sometimes the little kid in them like really like, and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, that's right. Well, they're kids. The other day they were playing with we have like my brother installed a camera, a surveillance camera, and it's Wi-Fi. So I guess they got the Wi-Fi, and one of the boys got on there like playing around. Somebody was speaking out there. Oh, hi! I communicated like it was like some kind of like FaceTime type thing. Like, oh look, Uncle, look, Daddy. It's like, and some of my nephews call me Daddy. They know me as that because they call their dad Papa. So they don't know. So or Uncle. I don't know. They call me Daddy. The little ones. Ginger, were you sleeping upstairs? One of the cats went upstairs to take a little late nap or early. I don't know. So back to it, and they're like, hey, like it was a big deal. I'm like, yeah, it's Wi-Fi. It's I just kind of like burst their bubble. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's Wi-Fi. It's a camera. That's what it's supposed to do. Like, oh, but look. Getting back to the other subject though, so I've been gaining subscribers lately at a good amount. I'm picking them up. And I do want to say thank you to everybody. When I checked this morning, I was up to 217 now. Like every day, I'm getting one or two. And reason for it being is that I'm getting known here in the barangay as the blogger. because people always see a camera on me. You know, my GoPro's always on my backpack or on my hat. You know, I have the caps. They hold my GoPro or my I'm walking around with my sessions up on my back here on my or I just got my DJI, you know, camera out, you know, and I'm just talking to it as I walk by, you know, and I'm going to the trike and do what I'm gonna do and just talk into it just about a daily basis. And basically I just talk about just what's gonna happen that day or just things in my mind and then later on, you know, I'll look at it and then get ideas for a video or make that a video itself. That's how I do it. I don't like really. I want to video this. I want to. I don't think of like what can I do next. It's just my life here in the barangay where I live, and yeah, blogger. You know, that's all I hear now. Blogger. It's not like going, are you a blogger to a blogger? It's just I made that video back on the 18th. I uploaded it. It was a couple days late. I was hanging out in front of the right in front of the bakery, but in front of like a little store and asked permission and let me do it. And I sat there and I just was talking, you know, about things. Makes that videos about responding to a couple comments from people, and people will stop by, hey, shout out, you know. So they actually became, you know, the video itself right there as I was thinking whatever. So word got out like, hey, what's your channel? And like, you know, I do basically, you know, I look it up for them because they can never get it, you know, and then I'll just like, oh, there it is. That's me. Oh, wow. And then I'll click, I'll push subscribe. Yeah, buddy, what's up?
Eating berries at this rat.
I don't know. Did it?
It's eating.
He's eating a rat?
Yes.
Oh, no. Well, let him eat it. Then let me know so I'll clean it up if he leaves it behind.
Eat it now.
Well, that's good. He's doing his job. Yeah. Thank you. My little one's saying about that was a rat, or excuse me, the cat, one of the many cats. I'm gonna make a video on that one day. We got so many cats around here now. When I first got here, you know, there was a couple and stuff, but now like they're more. They come on their own. We don't bring them. They come on their own. They just kind of kick back, like, "Hey, it's pretty good over there, guys. They feed us, you know, all day long." Because everybody's, you know, like they'll put the food out for the cats. And I think my relatives caught on, especially my father-in-law, because he didn't like animals, or like as much really. But I see him now; he's like, you know, like you know, petting them and everything. He'll fall asleep on the bench out here with them, you know, one on one arm and the other one on the other arm. Like I got a picture of that, a video one time. They saw the benefits of what these cats do, and they get rid of the rodents around here, the outside rodents and stuff. When I first got here, guys, it was crazy how I would see them just run. I mean, just like, and some wouldn't even run around. They would just kind of like, just like cruise, you know, just one section. They didn't care. Those people out here or whatever, you know, people are like, yeah, whatever, you know. But they see the benefits. Hey, you know, these cats like take care of the rodent problem. You know, they get the little ones to the medium ones and stuff. And I said, that's good because those little ones are the ones that are going to be the future. They're going to reproduce. So it's better they get those than the big ones. But yeah, it used to be bad. They cleaned up a lot of the junk, just like stuff that was out here in the front and over in the back over there. There was a lot. There was a whole section. They cleaned it all out. We actually see now the fence, the property fence, and the neighbors' houses now. But they had so much stuff piling on. They got rid of it and stuff, and just like that's helped a lot too. What else am I going to talk about? So I talked about, you know, I'm known as the blogger here. Sorry, whoever came on, they saw that I was live, and then I didn't come on until right now. I had it on hold because at the same time I was uploading the video, my wife called me, hey, you wanna see something? They're actually doing a community cleanup here. I mean, and they were cleaning, like it's clean now. Like all the trash is picked up. The gutter, mainly the gutters, they call it the canal, which is the gutter, the sewage. It's open and it goes out, you know, and then it goes underground as it leads towards the street because it backs up, it clutters with trash, and it floods. And we've been getting a lot of rain the last 3 or 4 days, we got heavy rains, mostly at night. But then the last couple of days, it was daytime. We were getting flood warnings and stuff in Cebu. Well, we were flooded, not extremely bad, but bad enough where we couldn't walk the street in the corridor that leads to the street because, like I said, the canal leads to, it's about from what I can see, a 3 inch hole. You know, maybe 4 inch hole. Anyways, it leads and it's under cement. It goes to their main sewage. It goes underground, whatever. But it clogs up and the water backs up, and then people can't walk because the water gets like ankle, or deeper. I'm not gonna walk because, like I said, even though it's rainwater, it's mixed with the sewage water. It's all there, so it's a health hazard. So people have to walk all the way around. And I made a video. I'll upload those, and I'll explain why. I haven't uploaded those videos. You have to walk all the way back. It's a big detour that leads to the street because we have to go through and no bad. So, anyways, now the point. I uploaded the last video, right? The newest video that says I was suggested to change my channel name, and this person suggested I change my name to Digital Pack Rat. I was running out of room on everything. On my external hard drive, which is 2 terabyte, I had about just under 200 gigabytes. My cameras, all their memory cards were pretty much full. My GoPro went out. Of how much my sessions still had room, but the thing with my sessions is, which I love my sessions, by the way, the volume cuts out. It's your video, and it just goes and it comes back up. That's it. So it's a good little camera as a backup, and as a just if you want B-roll or whatever. I've used this a lot, and I mount it usually on my shoulder, my backpack somewhere. I'll just carry it. But I was running out of memory, right? So I went shopping here locally, and I couldn't find first of all memory cards. I've known this in the past. It's very hard getting memory cards of higher than 64 gigabytes. It's hard. Another one is that you have to really make sure that they're not counterfeit because they'll say it's one thing and then you'll get it in. I already have some in here, which happened to me at my son's party. I was like, I got a backup. And I put it on one of my cameras, and it's not fast enough. It's 64 gigs. All right. That being said, Mr. Kinsey, 128s are really hard to get here. So I went online. I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I don't trust to get something. So I was looking on Amazon, and I couldn't find, or I mean, I couldn't find anybody that would ship external, the little mini cards, right? So my next option was we'll get an external hard drive. I shopped around here also, and I couldn't find anything bigger than 2 terabytes. I did see a 4 terabyte, but the price was just like, it didn't make sense to pay that much. Like I said, and I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't know. So I went ahead with people telling me, hey, it's probably not a good idea, to do, Amazon sending it over here. And I went ahead and did it anyways. So I ordered an external hard drive to be shipped from Amazon to the Philippines, where I live in Cebu. And that in itself, that somebody said was a hardship, is an understatement. It wasn't a hardship. It was really a royal pain in the ass once they got here to the Philippines. Basically, there was a lot of no communication. Not miscommunication, no communication. Amazon was good. Amazon was giving me updates on the tracking. It was telling me, hey, your shipment has reached Manila. It's in the Philippines. And that's where it pretty much ended. But they let me know who the carrier was. The carrier that actually brought it from over there. Over in I think it was from LAX and landed in Manila. And they later on sent me an email explaining to me, hey, we have a problem. Get a hold of us. After a day and a half, because the hours, I got a hold of somebody. They hung up on me after 20 minutes, telling me that my shipment was in Taiwan, and I had to tell them, "Hey, no, it's not there. I just checked. Amazon's telling me it's in Manila." Oh, okay. And they put me on hold, hung up on me. Called again, and I talked to them, and they said, "Hey, there was a lady. She was very helpful. She says, 'Do you have a Filipino phone number?' I said, 'Well, my wife does. Can I leave that?' 'Yes.' So she talked to my wife, and they verified the address. 'Yes, this is our address. What do you see?' That's how it is, because what happens is they get delivered by motorcycle, basically. The drivers will bring their packages, and they'll park out in the street where I've filmed before, the main street, and then they'll either text or call you. 'Hey, I'm here,' because most of the shipments are COD. So people go out there, and they pick up their package and give the guy the money and stuff, whatnot. Um, when I talked to this lady, she said, 'By the way, your shipment is in Cebu.' And this was, I think, the 17th or 18th. 17th, excuse me. It's in Cebu. And it's being delivered by LBC. So once it came to the Philippines by the carrier, they gave it to LBC. LBC handled from Manila to Cebu. But I got no messages from LBC yet. So, anyways, long story short, after the hassles and everything, and my package somehow, because there was no communication, is on his way going back to send to the shipper. It was on his way back to Cebu. I mean, sorry guys, I just had a message. It was on his way back to what do you call it? Sorry, back to Manila, and on his way back. So I did go to the distribution center here in Cebu in Mandaue City, and I got my package. So I got an external hard drive. So for basically 2.5 days, I did nothing but unload everything from my 2 terabyte SSD to my 5 terabyte, which is what I got. Um, it works okay now. I'm gonna invest money when I get home back to the US on a bigger one. So I unloaded everything there. I loaded a lot of stuff from my phone also. I mean, from my phones, and also from my computer on the 5 terabytes, and I put files. And after that, I got to working. I said I got to start making videos, so I started making videos, editing, and making videos, and just got them all filed up, ready on a file that says ready to upload to YouTube. I got a week's worth. So, like I said, my goal is now to start releasing one video a day, which I just did today at 9:31. The video's up. It says I was just suggested, I was just suggested to change my channel name. $217 subscribers, videos. So there it is. I was just suggested to change my channel name to. And so, welcome to go on my channel and look at my video, please. I will really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Those people that have subscribed to me and follow me, thank you very much. Especially the people here locally that I see that have been subscribing to me lately. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I'm a lot. My blogs are going to be just basically about here, where I live, with my family and the kids. My wife, the family functions, whatever, daily life here. Some people it's boring or it's not interesting or stupid or whatever it is. But again, I appreciate the comments also. Hello, Goldfish. How you doing? You subscribe? Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Goldfish. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Getting back to it. It's like I appreciate it, and my profile it says, I appreciate comments. I want comments. I mean, I want to interact with people, even if it's not positive, even if constructive criticism, cool. If you're gonna correct me on something, I appreciate it. Also, I don't mind that. You know, some people get out. No, not out of control. They just do whatever. I understand. My stuff's not gonna be for everybody. If you don't like it, unlike it. That's fine. Do the unlike, click it. It's the same thing. Um, that helps my channel. It helps my channel get out. And I've been getting a lot of traffic lately. I have. I've seen the numbers and stuff. I'm not gonna brag. I don't want to brag, but I'm getting numbers. So my goal was 200 at one time, but the way it's going, I won that 300. But I got to get to 250 first, and I really appreciate it. I said 217. So Goldfish, my birthday. Say, hey, well, happy birthday, Goldfish. Happy birthday. What part of the world you're at, by the way? Hopefully, it's not you, is it? No? Okay. Sometimes my wife plays games on me, and she gets online, and she starts, oh, she did it one time. So she's got a sock account, too, because it wasn't her main account. Um, yeah. Funny, huh? That's hilarious. So I'll read my what do you call it? My description. As of October 24, 2024, I've can't read this close. Reunited living with my family in Cebu, Philippines. Busy editing hours of recordings thanks to CapCut and YouTube tutorials. I first started the goal of 50 subscribers was to make live streams from my cell phone, which is true. Because I didn't want to do it on my laptop. Two reasons. It's real big. Actually, three reasons. Real big and bulky. Two, it's got a really bad camera. I have invested money on a webcam. And three, the battery life just doesn't last, so I can leave it out in the backyard, whatever. I need a long extension cord. And yeah, so it's just easier just get my cell phone and just, mount it and just talk. The battery's longer. You just attach it to a charger, which I do. And my goal was 50 back then, but I've been growing. Happy birthday. Belize? Habla español. Habla español. In Belize. Beautiful part of the world, by the way. Nice. Feliz cumpleaños. Let's see. First started the goal of 50 subscribers to make my live streams from my cell phone. Now I'm at almost 200 subscribers back then, so I'll have to change that. So now I am at 217 or 18 since Goldfish said they subscribed. I appreciate that. A member of the expat community and a couple of supportive acquaintances. So when I first started this channel, I was watching a lot of expat Americans that live abroad. Some were British, some Australians, but mainly as Americans. That's why I generated to, because they're Americans, and that's what the culture and whatnot. So I would understand them better, and they understand better what what we are attracted to, or whatever that appeals to us, should I say. So expat community and a couple support acquaintances, which I have. I've built some acquaintances since I had this channel through the expat community and stuff. Thank you again for the shout outs from other channels like Philippine Antics, Our Philippine Journey with Mike and Arlene, Mogman, Not Dead Yet Adventures, Jeff, and also somebody that I'm worried because he hasn't been online in a while. Jack King Often in the Philippines. Wherever you are, buddy. I mean, I hope you're doing good. He used to get on my live streams too, and then he said, "Hey, you have a channel too," and he actually, subscribed to me, and he would comment. But he hasn't made. He was making daily videos. There's a man that lives out in the province in Mindanao, out in the fields, the rice fields, and him with his wife and his wife's family and stuff. And he would walk his two dogs, a shepherd and a husky. And every day he would post pictures, videos and stuff. And he's not there. I hate when that happens because you like a channel and you see their you look forward to what that they're gonna present like every day. Today I'm 13. Oh, feliz cumpleaños 13. Happy 13th birthday, by the way. You're a teenager. Right on, man. My son is 5 years, just turned five on the 12th. And then my other son is 9. And they're just about to finish school next month, actually. Finally. And last but not least, Sick Grandpa. If you don't know Sick Grandpa, he's got two channels. He is an American that is quite unique, by the way. And what can I say about Sick Grandpa? If you ever watch Alex Jones, you would understand him and his politics and his just outburst. Or if you used to be a fan and watch wrestling back in the 70s and 80s and how fired up, those characters were and stuff, then you would understand. And I find him entertaining. So he's got two channels, Sick Grandpa and Big Shot Travels. And he does live streams on a regular basis. He actually lives here in Mandawi City, down somewhere and stuff. Um, but you know. So anyways, that's Leslie Sick Grandpa for calling me the fat guy on the couch in California, which is true. I'm still a fat guy, but I'm a fat guy here in my living room slash dining room area here in Cebu in the Philippines. Do I like hot dog? I don't know. Um, they have a place here that makes hot dogs. That's pretty good. I don't know if that answers your question. So, anyways, let's see. So this is part of my original description. Please excuse my inexperience in blogging, editing, and even speaking skills. I've had a few strokes that limit my ability to get things done correctly the first time. I look forward to interaction with viewers from around the world, like you, Goldfish, and other people that have come on my live streams and actually comment on my videos. I really appreciate it. Um, YouTube, welcome to my channel. This is my world. This is my life here. Thank you. So I talked about that. Now leading to that, um, YouTube has been like really therapeutic for me for a lot of reasons. Originally, when I had my stroke back 2021, right? So that's what going on 4 years in April. I'll be 4 years. Um, I I would slur even more than I do now, and just like my thinking and everything. All right. Well, nice seeing you. Happy birthday. I hope you have a good day or good evening, by the way, guys. That's you over there. Take care. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for subscribing. Take care. All right. So I used to just like start doing like a little like journal on video, and I'll speak, what was on my mind, whatever, and then I'll watch the videos and see how I spoke, and then to pronounce, or what's the word I'm thinking, to pronounce. But back then it was my thoughts, man. I used to think backwards, just like I was like Yoda, man, when I spoke to people. So instead of saying I was like Yoda when it's all Yoda, I was speaking to people. I literally, dude, that's how my brain would like get out information, because I had a lot of problems with like memory and also getting my thoughts out. I was like, whatever was on my brain, I couldn't like say it. And then people were like, start, oh, this and that. Like, and that was even more confusing because they're throwing more things in my brain as I'm concentrating on getting that thought out. Like, I have this white bear on my forehead. So I have a white bear on my forehead, but I couldn't. I would just say I have. And I know what it was, but the brain, how it works, man, it's very, bye. Thank you for coming along. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so I don't know, man. I was watching YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, more than TV now. I don't even watch TV at all. I mean, I have Fubu on my phone, and right now I'm at March Madness. I haven't watched anything. Part of a game. Um, I just started a YouTube channel, and then Basically, you know how it has ads, and since I'm in San Diego, California, it would have like a California. Where are you going? You going out?
We are going to condo because
Okay.
I said to ask the payment from the fire alarm.
Oh, okay. Okay. You gonna take Osita with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So back to what I was saying, and my thought. Yeah, the channel I was using it, and then there was a ad for California.gov, whatever, and it had basically our flag, you know, the bear. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's kind of cool, you know, for a distinguished name, California bear, you know. And I didn't like to use Cali. I don't like when people say Cali. Honestly, people say Cali, whatever. That's cool. You know, you can say whatever. I just don't like it. I don't say it, but I use California Bear, and then 619 is actually 619 is the area code from San Diego. It's the original phone area code. Now the seven is 858. It was, and then it was 760, and I think there's more now. I don't know, but anyways, that's that. My channel has been growing where I'm at now. It's helped also in where it's helping me work and do projects like in order. Hi, golf ball. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Doing projects. What's the word? The word I'm looking for. Doing projects, but also organizing. It's helped a lot. Actually, this thing has helped a lot. Helped me get skills that I couldn't produce because of my brain, how it worked. So, you know, it's like now that I'm getting into editing and stuff, I've learned because 3 years ago, I couldn't do it. 4 years ago. And I would watch videos on how to do it on CapCut, and I just wasn't getting the concept. So I play around with CapCut, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do it. So finally, I sat down one day and I started practicing what they were saying. I'm like, oh, okay. So right now, I messed up something. Oh, ooh, I just dropped my phone. It's all live, guys. Nothing staged around here. Damn, I dropped again. My left hand is like not as strong, so I gotta really grip it. Like, let him sleep for now. One of the newer cats. He's a kitten. Good mouser, man. Awesome mouse. He's caught so many mice, but he's got an issue. He likes to poop in the house, so we've kicked him out twice. For like at the nighttime, they don't leave him in here. He likes to go in like little under the sink, and he started doing it again after we let him back in. And he did it this morning. Like we leave him outside, close the door and everything. This morning, the boys woke up. They opened the door, and the cat's came in because there's another cat. She's pregnant. She's laying on my bed right now. So she's probably thinking of having him somewhere in here because she feels safe. She's laying on my bed. She's ready to pop. So this one went under the sink. I'm gonna go get him. And when it was dark, and I gave my son my cell phone to here, take it. And he's just sitting there. And he's watching it. I'm like, well, get it out. And my little one, Osito, goes, he's pooping. So a little bastard just came inside to go take a shit inside the house under the sink. I said, you're gone, dude. You're gone. You're excommunicated again. You're 86, man. You're done. But right now he's laying next to me on the other chair on the pillow, just like asleep like this. Whatever, dude. I love animals, but yeah. We're surrounded by cats. How many cats are there now? Okay, well, let's start with Ginger. Ginger, Tomato. Okay, those are the two original ones now. Cinnamon. Now it's Honey, which is a pregnant one, and Indian. So we got 5. Yeah, buddy.
Tomato like the fun.
I know. Tomato likes pan. He likes bread. And each one of them likes something or not. They're real picky. Like if we give him like some like tomato, he likes bread. And he likes mongo. He likes mongo too.
Yeah,
when Rolo Grandpa leaves the before he's gonna cook the mongo soup, he'll leave it there because he buys it, and then it's like solid. Then he's gotta water it down and make it into soup. He'll leave it in the on the front over here, and that cat goes after and starts biting the bags. That the grandpa Lolo, he grabs a clump. So, hey, he calls him. That's actually kind of his favorite cat because that cat is from the litter of the original cat that we had when I was in the condo in 2018 or 2020. Excuse me. It was a stray and I rescued it. It was like little, just like, it still needed a mother. And I picked it up. It was on its own, and I picked it up and we raced it. So when I left and my wife moved over here, they brought it over here first, but we had to get rid of that cat. It was too much of a liability. It was biting people and scratching people, and it was costing me money. And I'm like, that's it. I don't want that because one day it's up to him. So, anyways, Tomato is from its last litter before I got her spayed. I paid to have her spayed, and she ended up being a better cat after she got spayed. But she was never friendly. She was never like friendly to the point where if you picked her up and like after a while she'll bite you hard. No. And this little one, he likes to play like that, but I don't like to play him too rough because I don't want him to get that stage. Cinnamon got real sweet. She's the oldest cat. Actually, she's been here for several years since I've been here, or when I come visit. And she calls, she came on me, and I thought she was pregnant. She was pregnant. I swear she was pregnant, but maybe she lost them. I don't know. When she has them, she won't raise them. Yeah, she's not a good, But this one's a balloon right now. So I'm gonna make a video one day with them. And she's actually gotten sweet, and she just likes laying in here and coming in here. She feels safe. Animals know. Cats, dogs, any animal, they know where it's okay. So my son has that thing too, where animals are drawn to him, just like I was when I was a little kid, and as an adult. Cats always come up to me. They know something. My cat, my wife likes him. My other older son, he's very good with animals. They follow him a lot too. I really think that's his calling. I told my wife that, hey, you know what? That's his calling. I said, if he wants something like that, it's like, look, it's like you can go to, something, maybe in the medical field or something with animals. So that's what you want to do. But anyways, what else I want to talk about? I want to talk about like my projects I said I was doing here. I'm working on videos. I'm also thinking of branching off and making other channels, but that would be different from what I do now. This is just me talking. This is just me. This is who it is. I'm not doing a character. I'm not whatever. It is what it is. My life, right? But different channels that I have ideas will require animation. That's one. And they will require artificial intelligence. So anybody that sees this or is watching this right now, I have nobody right now watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hold on. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Wife, bye-bye. Osito, give that. You're going to go?
Bye, Daddy. Yes.
Just give me a hug. Bye. Be good boy. Oi. Let me see your nose. Okay, good boy. Go. Hey, you have a handkerchief for his nose? Here. Give this to your mama. There. He's got a runny nose, man. He's had it. We have to check on that runny nose too. He's had it too long. He's gotten sick a couple times. We've both gotten sick. But he still has a runny nose. So that's one idea that I have that I would like to start messing around with artificial intelligence, AI, and animation. I mean, those are ideas that I have in my head. So if anybody can help, suggest, hey, and I'm gonna talk about it in other videos too. And I'm gonna keep saying that so people that might have ideas, what's what. Hey, even if some sites are pay, I understand, but the people have experience. That's what I want. I want people that have had experience or are experienced with those two things, animation and artificial intelligence, and what apps or what programs or are they called programs now? I don't know what they're called. I'm so used to calling them apps on the phone, but um, I guess they're programs when you download them on your computer. Programs. I don't know. That's how my brain works. So that's what I wanted to say. What's the next one thing I want to say? My equipment. What I use to record. Um, I love this camera. It's not perfect, but this is my go-to one. Um, there's a DJI Pocket 2. The Pocket 3 is a really nice camera from what I heard, but it's like way out of my budget, and it's bigger. It's a lot bigger. Thing that I like about this computer, this thing, I just hold it, and nobody really knows it's a camera until like they see and like when I'm talking, they look or they'll see it, like, oh, it's a camera, it's not a microphone. But it's like black and stealth, so I can just hold it here, and nobody really is going to notice it. One of the drawbacks is that the screen is very small, so it's hard to see what you're looking at. But it's got good picture and 4K. I think 4K. And it might be 60 or not. I don't know. See, I'm now talking while doing my homework, but I said I like it anyways. You can what do you call it? Magnify from quite a distance, even though you can't see on the screen when you put it on the computer to see. It's got a good picture. It's got a good gimbal. Once you figure out the settings or whatever, it won't move. So the screen's too small. Two, it gets very hot. It gets very hot very quickly, and depending out here in the Philippines where it's warm. When I was doing the Sinlog video, before it finally gave out on me, the volume cut out. It's never done that. So I don't know if it has something to do with it getting hot. But yeah, it gets hot if I'm shooting like a lot of video without a break. So I try doing it, like in short increments, and stop and then let it cool off or be in a shady spot, not where it's out sunny and everything. But yeah, I love this camera. The battery life, I mean, it goes out, but it charges quickly. Thing about it also, it's like functions. You can turn it on, but you have to actually push record when you want to record. That reminds me of the old camcorders. Remember, some of you that are my age, you kids aren't gonna know. All you guys know is your cell phones. There was these cameras you would carry, and actually they're big back in the day, but then they got smaller and smaller where you can get it like that, and you would wrap around your hand here and have it. It had an open screen. Before they had stuff like this. That's what people use. And before they used to have cards that went on there like little cassettes. Oh, it's crazy. I just aged myself. I still have my old camera. I think it still works. It's a little high 8. That was like top of the line. High 8 was like digital, like little cassettes. You have to push record. Sometimes I'm like, as it's happened to me so many times, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So the green button means it's on, but it's not shooting. You have to push record. So you have to pay attention. Now it's recording right now. And unfortunately, that happened on my son's birthday. I had to set up. And I told, yeah, just push the button when you see on. That's it, And they never because I guess I didn't tell them. I think I did, but like I said, if you don't know, you have to push the red button. Oh, it's over here. Hey, we're live, guys. Oh, it's on picture mode now. Somehow I missed the settings. So anyways, yeah, that was the problem I used to have. But I love this little camera. It screws onto this tripod. I use it as a handle, actually. It screws on the bottom. And I had this originally from my gimbal that I bought. And I hate that thing. It's so heavy. It gets hot. It doesn't really work. Basically, it's just an overpriced stand now. I put it away. Speaking of overpriced stands, let me put this away. A little case for it, and then it goes in this box. It's perfect. But you can just put it in a case and just carry it in one of your pockets. It's got a little like lanyard here to hold it. But if you want to feel secure, it's saying lanyard. I'm gonna show another one that can screw down here. Let me put this aside. Speaking of overpriced stands, or there's this. This you can use this, and it's a battery. A battery that doesn't seem to charge when I use it. I mean, this charges, but to charge the camera. I tried using it on this one with the adapter because it was made for this. You have an adapter to put on a GoPro or any other thing, screws on here. You put on there, but it won't charge. So basically, there's just a overpriced stand. I did that right. Well, let's talk about this one. This one I bought back in 2018 when I got my first GoPro, and it's a GoPro 5 actually. I know it's outdated, but hey, where you at? Oh, never mind. He's here. Yeah, it's outdated, but for the price compared to a GoPro 6 back then in 2018, I'll go with the 5. I still love it. I use it. It's still in pretty good condition because I don't abuse it. I don't do extreme sports. I mainly got it so I can go underwater and it shoots good video. Good enough for me. I mounted on my little man purse backpack. I'll show that later what I do. But this one I love, man. I love his light. And it's pretty it's you hold it, it's good. It's got this foam that's a grip and it works good. It's water, it floats. So if you throw this or you drop it in the ocean or in a swimming pool, it'll just float. It won't sink. And I just it had a little yellow lanyard like that. And I think that I use this lanyard. I got this on Amazon. It's made out of paracord. And it goes on your wrist. And then you can tighten it, fasten it with this. And I like that because if somebody or something decides to just grab it, it's pretty strong, and it's happened already. One of the first videos when I first got here last year, I talked about that because I used to just hook it up on the lanyard on one of my hooks on one of my D-rings on my backpack. So I just grab it, and I can take it out just like this film. And it happens. Some kid was trying to grab it, tangled up around his handlebars on his bicycle. He grabbed. So if he was playing or not, I don't know. But he got surprised because it and I turned around. And I could feel it when people tug on my. Psst. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna check the other cat. I hope she's not giving birth now. That'd be cool live stream, huh? Where you at, honey? Where you going, girl? What are you looking for? You looking for a spot? Huh? You looking for a spot? You ready to do it? Yeah? You ready to do it? You ready to do it? Yeah? Okay. She's really been going around. But today, right now, she's just how's the word? Inquieta, which means she's busy right now. She can't just lay around so I think she's gonna go in labor right now. Yeah. Psst, come here, baby. So she's probably looking for a place to just kind of lay down. I got an area she goes over there with shirts. I had a box here. Maybe I'll fix that up. That's what she's gonna end up having. for her kittens and stuff. I gotta watch her. So, anyways, I'm gonna get another one for the other ones because I switch it around between cameras. So, anyways, I don't do that anymore. I don't like just leave stuff hanging anymore on the outside like I used to. That I taught my lesson. And I like this one because it comes with GoPros. I'll demonstrate it with my sessions. You know, it goes right here. My cousin sent me a thing on Instagram. By the way, I do have I have both. I have an Instagram and Facebook for California Bear619, and it's in my link. I'll do the Instagram one. Ooh, you want to come lay here? Okay. She wants to lay on the pillow. Yeah, like told you, man. She's not. She's all like looking at me like, "Hey, dude." Okay, baby. Lay on the pillow. Lay on the pillow. It's okay. All right. Good girl. Good baby. All right. You guys want to see her? This is Honey. And that back there is Indian. And she is a chunker. Yeah. She hasn't been like this since she's been skimming the house, just like she can't find her place right now. She lays here with me. So I put this here. Sorry, it's hard to do with my hand like this. Let me take it off. Fun on that here. Oh. Go like this. Sometimes I know some things like. There we go. So it goes like this, basically, on my sessions. And it's real light. You don't get tired on this one as a selfie stick or to hold it. That's it. You can grip it strong, and it's got the lanyard that goes around your hand. Also, I do have a selfie stick that becomes a stand, and I'll use this as analog, but it gets heavy after a while after it's stretched out, you know. So this works good to here, but this one, stretches out. But I noticed that after a while, you get tired. Your hand gets tired. It's not that heavy, but it feels heavy at the end with the camera at the end. So I really don't use this one unless I'm using it as like a stand. And you gotta be careful because it's like not very, very stable. So I hold it nearby as I got in the camera. Usually I do that when my sons are doing something at school. So I gotta get everything ready because they got a presentation that's coming up 28th. So I do this, right? So then what happens, where is my backpack? Here is my backpack. So this session either goes on this mount here when I'm walking around, and I'll just have it, like beaming to the side or behind me, and just, I click it on, click, 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 goes on, it just films whatever, I use that as Cinelog. I use that when I go out sometimes around town, and it's secure in here. But the only thing is, I lost the backing right here, so the camera comes out. So I don't use it there anymore. I gotta order another one, another cage, and it's a good one because I broke the first one, just like I did the GoPro, because they start banging around. You leave them on your backpack strapped, and then the ears here break. So I got a new one, and this one's aluminum, so it's solid. So this, I like this because it works as a back. And then it goes here. Boom. So it's right here on my shoulder strap, like right here. And I just do this. Yeah. Well, it's going to be hard to do here with the way it is, but I can just on my shoulder, boom. And it's ready to start recording. I love this tube because also here it has screws and you put stuff in there. Whatever you want to put in there. Sometimes I use it when I go to hotels or whatever, if I leave it behind, I'll take the camera off, obviously, but I can put, or the airport especially. I put things in here, not things or bad things, but like money or whatever. I'll put whatever. But right now, it's empty, by the way. So I like this one for GoPros. There's an adapter for this, but I don't like it because it's saying snap on. This one, I just like this one solid one. And this is good enough to work as a handle. I got it. This one goes around my hand, but basically I'm holding it already. And luckily the microphone's on over here, so I won't cover it with my hand. All right, so I got those two out of the way. Showed what I got. This is sessions. This is the first sessions, I believe. It was about used. The only bad thing is that the volume cuts, the sound cuts in and out. So it's not really reliable for that to make videos and stuff. Okay. Sorry, I got my studios thing on there. The next one. The next one I want to show. I want to make sure I don't drop my phone again. So it's over the way over here. It's charging. The next one is this one. And I like this one. It straps to your backpack, but it shakes around too much on my shoulders. So I use this one. This is my main two. I'm gonna go to man purse. It's a little backpack. A word in the front. I already got one right here also because I was using my sessions. I shall remove that. And then I just put this here. Like so. Take the cover out. I don't have the GoPro in there, by the way, because it's my old what do they call them? Mounting brackets, what they call them. I call them cages. Right? But what I like about it is that you can change. It's got a little ball here and loosen up, but you just do it by hand. Just move it. So I'm like right here, aim it. Don't have to adjust your backpack. You're carrying it. You can do that. Like when I ride my trikes, and I'm on the back behind driver, I'll just do this. I'll wear it like this and turn it sideways so I'll get there. Or I can just, grab the strap and just turn it around, up, down, whatever. But it broke here. I'll illustrate on the other one in a minute because I used to leave it on my backpack, and the backpack would start, get hit or whatever, and it just snapped it off. So it still tightens up, and when it's broken, like I said, I just use it as a wedge. I put it in there, and it goes through the hole and everything, tightens it up, but it only has one, so it's not very secure. So it should be, or as I feel it should be. But when I was doing Cinelog, I had this one right here. But then it was so crowded, people were just rubbing on it. So I said, when I got a space, I took it out, put it in my backpack, put locks on my backpack, all kinds of things. I should make a video of that because other bloggers go, I lost my phone. My phone was stolen because I had a backpack, and I got my backpack like here, like I talked about it, but I put my cell phone in my pocket and now it's gone. I can understand people do that. Oh yeah, but then again, I can't talk about stuff like that because I got a person that gets really agitated when I say things like that happen in the Philippines. Because then they start saying it happens in your country too. Yes, it does, but I'm in the Philippines, and it happened in the Philippines. The day and night when it happens, or hopefully, knock on wood, it doesn't happen in my country. I try not to put myself in those situations. But anyways, here's a new mounting bracket. It seems to be a little bit more flexible than the other one. I notice it's like not doesn't feel as brittle, but they are. They can be. If they get dinged up in the right place, and usually it's these that snap off, they break because if it bangs, it'll just break. And that's happened to the older one. But when I ordered this, I got this mounting bracket, and it came with a pouch. So that eliminated me having to order both. So now I just keep it secure, safe. I learned my lesson. If I'm not using it, I take it off the backpacks and just have it stored. So that's that, and that's it. That's my equipment that I shoot video with. Um, I have another camera, but I really don't use it. Um, I somehow messed up the disc. It's defective now. It's no good. So it's a 128. So and the other ones that I have, which I did try it like this last weekend when we did our son's birthday bash, it read it is too slow. It was just a backup. But I'm not even gonna show that camera. It's not even worth it. I like the idea, whatever. Like the camera comes off and you can hold the thing, and the screen's a little bigger. I can see the screen, whatever. Nice gimbal and everything. Nice picture. But it's got a wire. It's got a wire, and the wire like gets in the way. Yeah. It's good if you ride a motorcycle or something, like people say, like you strap it on your arm or on your helmet or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not gonna be riding or driving any motorcycles anytime soon, so I don't have to worry about it. That's that. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's it. That's my gear. That's what I have. Um, Not top of the line. Like somebody said recently, they're talking about that, about making videos and stuff. And he referenced to the same person that I watch, which is Overstay Road, Mark, whatever his last name is, but I call him Marcos or King Marcos. Just your cell phone. Suppose that's what he shoots with. But he also likes taking pictures and whatever, so he's got nice equipment too. But he says, hey, just take a cell phone, man, and just like talk in front of it. And that's how I do on these live streams. Whether people watch or not, hey, I'm already an hour into it. I'm just blabbing. People are gonna watch it or not. And I thank people for that. People come on and say hi. Some people come in and say, hey, what's up, Mr. Unk Chins or Moonface or whatever. All kinds of, it's all good, man. I don't. I'm not gonna. It's the internet, man. What can you do? Except, So just make it all good, man. Just interact with people, and if you want to troll, troll. But it's a better vibe if you don't troll and just kind of just interact. Um, what health wise, I'm feeling good right now. Actually, I've been having issues with my left leg. Um, it's all related. I have a bad valve on my left leg, and I don't know if it was my vein. I think they said it was my vein. They told me back in when I started seeing the doctors, the specialists after my stroke. My doctor said, "Hey, go see this, go see this." So they checked me out. It's has to do with the people that check my heart. That department. I can't think of the name right now. Since they said, "Yeah, your heart's good, man. We don't even want to see you every couple months anymore. You're good right now." They got an implant here that just expired recently. Actually, I have an implant right here. that was put in and stitched up. They can monitor my heart and say, "You're good, man." I said, "Well, the high blood pressure that can give me like a large heart." No, no, you're good. Your blood pressure's been good as long as you're taking medications. All right. So that being said, Mr. Kinsey, with my diabetes and everything, I get cramps, and I've had cramps before, but these cramps are different. They're in different parts of my leg. They're not just in the calf. A lot of people normally get a cramp in their calf, or their hamstring. Those, I've had them. They hurt. I can handle them. But these have it like on the lower, like past the calf, between that and your heel, or they happen in the front part where your foot, goes like this, right, above your foot, right, like in the shin part, but that fold right there, it just they start cramping, they start hurting bad. Sometimes so bad that you can't really walk. Another issue that I've been having since December is I have been having steadily swelling. Um, Both feet, but my left foot's been the worst one, and it's gone to the point now. Before I used to like poke it and it'll come back up. Now it's like a little soft cushion. I think that's called edema, right? If I'm correct. So basically, this is bad circulation, which is not a good thing for a diabetic. Um, my foot is changing coloring sometimes. I mean, I noticed that a couple months ago. I'm like, dude, why do my feet always look so dirty? So when I would take a bath, I would like really scrub my feet a lot, like real good, So yeah, they were kind of dirty looking, whatever. But now it's like I look at my ankle and everything right now, depending on how it's pretty gnarly looking sometimes. It's part of diabetes. This is I knew what was going to happen 20 years ago because I seen my family members go through it. But once I get back to the U.S., I'm going to go back and tell them all that and see what happens. The things that have seemed to help a lot is walking. So when it's not hurting too much and I can actually walk, I'll go for walks. And that's why I do those videos when I go. I don't mind doing those walks because I can't just go I can't get in my car and just go to like the nearest bank or whatever. I have to go to an ATM. So I walk out to get a trike. The trike drops me off, and then from there, depending which ATM I'll go to. Sorry, it's gonna be a walk. I'll explain why I'm starting to get a little kind of like not drowsy, but just kind of calming down. Um, the pain this morning and last night, I was getting those cramps, and it hurt so bad that I couldn't really walk to the CR, the bathroom. If you guys don't know what CR is, the comfort room, which is the restroom. They're outside. They're actually toilets. It's not like a hole or anything. It was a toilet. And I'll video all that stuff eventually and release it. What it looks like in here and whatever from what you see where I live. Anyways, the doctor prescribed something. Something I was actually prescribed since the beginning. Um, when I first got my stroke, they prescribed baby aspirin, which is a low dose of aspirin, basically. Um, and I was taking those. Well, they later on found a blood clot. Yeah, there's that. I've talked about this stuff in live streams and everything, but I'm just explaining what. So they took me off that pill. Oh, the blood clot was basically actually found somewhere up here. Yeah, in my brain or something. Yeah, by accident, by the way, because after weeks telling, hey, I got these headaches, man, these headaches, and it feels like I had another stroke again. Like, oh, check me out. No, you didn't have a stroke. Go home. Less than 24 hours, they wake me up and say, hey, come back. Anyways, they prescribed this pain medication called gabapentin. But back then, they prescribed 100 milligrams. It was weird. They prescribed 100 milligrams and 200 milligrams. I don't remember why they this because I said so many doctors, but they knew that I couldn't take ibuprofen. I can't take ibuprofen and I can't take aspirin because of the blood clot, I believe. I don't know. I have to ask my doctor again. So, anyways, I didn't really take them because there was two side effects. One, when I took the 100s and 200s, that equaled about, and actually the 200s, I think I was supposed to take twice a day, and the 100s in the morning. It made me sleepy, dude. I was taking all these medications that just made me so sleepy. So I just would fall asleep on the couch all the time. And this is one of them. Well, like I said, that was 100s to 200s separate times. Well, I started getting these pains a year ago or so. Not as like severe, but oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to prescribe you this at 300 milligrams of gabapentin. I can't read this shit. And let me tell you, people, I'm feeling good right now. It's starting to look. I took it. What time that time? Like an hour ago. So around a little bit after 9. So I took it around 8:30 or so, right after breakfast. I ate first. You can't take it on an empty stomach, man. It'll affect you too. And she made a strong coffee. It was good, really good coffee. I wish I'd make it all the time like that, but I gotta watch my blood pressure. Yeah, I take my insulin already. I gotta take my meds, so I'll check my blood pressure later. I gotta find the thing. I don't know where it's at. Oh, sorry guys. I'm dozing off. I'm on this stuff. This stuff it makes you feel good. It makes you feel goofy though. There you go. Gabapentin 300 milligram side effects. Side effects of gabapentin. Brand name is Neurotin. So this is the generic version, basically.
What?
Uh, Analytics. This. Wow. Wow. February 28th. I still haven't gotten that many since that day. Sorry. Hey, cat's all banging. Anyway, sorry. Side effects on Penton. Brand name is Neurotin. Feeling sleepy. Feeling tired or dizzy. I don't feel dizzy. Tired, no. Just kind of just as your body gets used to gabapentin, these side effects should wear off. Really? I don't take this all the time, but what it is a pain. I'm not feeling the pain now in my foot. I mean, a little bit right now when I kind of like hit the ground, depending which way, right? Oh, look, chili pepper. I gotta save that one for seeds also. Oh, God. I've been collecting a lot of seeds. Take back home and grow some of these chilies because I think those plants died. I had two. They produced a couple of little chilies of this I took back in 2019. And those are the only two plants I've had for years because they don't survive because the winters in San Diego is still too cold because it's tropical here. But my dad's been the caretaker over there. Hey, I don't know what's going on. Your plants are all, it's like I'm watering them every day. I'm like, oh, dude, they're drowning. So if I have any plants when I get back, it'll be a miracle. But whatever, that'll be the fun part. I'll start planting stuff again. Feeling sick, nausea, take the gabapentin with after meal or snacks. There you go. Take gabapentin with or after. Over here, I ate first. I eat breakfast around 7, 8 o'clock. Being sick, vomiting, no. Diarrhea. That was the main one. When I was taking it on a regular basis, was really bad diarrhea. And when I mean real bad, it was the kind that if you were asleep, you couldn't make that trip because you were asleep. So you'd wake up. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I quit taking it. Because I take it every day as a prescription. The 100 first thing in the morning, the 200 at lunch. I mean, yeah, noon, and then at dinner, the 200. And that's what they were giving me for my headaches. My headaches. Until I saw a neurologist. The neurologist gave me something else that my insurance sometimes doesn't cover, or it's minimal. And then they switched it up with another one that I don't like as much. But it is what it is. But those, I keep those. I kind of hoard them. I need those migraines. That's why they prescribe that stuff now. I said this one, this is my main primary caretaker, and she provided this for my feet. Mood changes. No, I don't get mood changes where I get, a negative side. If anything, I see this as a positive side. I'm a little goofy right now, guys. My wife told me last time I took this was last weekend. I think I was really struggling real bad, and I took one. It's like, what's wrong with you? Are you high or something? I said, yeah, I'm high, dude. I'm high and gabapentin. That's what this stuff does. I don't remember I did this, but it's like it starts affecting. It'll last a while. So I think that's what I mean by mood changes, swelling arms and legs. Huh. But see, I've had this thing already happen, so I don't think. But actually, no, I've gotten swollen. Well, I have to take my blurred vision and dry mouth. I got dry mouth right now. So yeah, if I'm talking goofy guys and you seen like all of a sudden got like, hey, California Bear digital pack rat is on something. I'm on Campaten. It's prescribed. It's not a narcotic. It's a prescription, and it can be here. Okay, so don't be like those people going, oh, So it is a medicine used to treat partial seizures, nerve pain. There you go, the nerve pain, partial seizures. I remember they told me you're taking medication for epilepsy, epileptics. So that's what it is used for mainly, and then severe nerve pain from shingles. Actually, restless leg syndrome is what they call mine, restless leg syndrome. And it used to be restless leg syndrome till it became restless leg pain, extreme pain syndrome sometimes. Gabapentin 300 is used to treat epilepsy. It also takes into nerve pain, which can be caused by different conditions, including diabetes and shingles. Nerve pain can also happen after an injury. In epilepsy, it's thought that gabapentin stops seizures by reducing the abnormal electrical activity in the brain. Whatever normal electric activity I had, I'm just not working right now. What to avoid when taking gabapentin? Cautious with other medicines. Strong painkillers, which I don't take any, such as morphine. I don't take morphine. These can make you very tired and dizzy when you start taking gabapentin. Antidepressants such as amiprylline and Flexerine. I don't even know what those are, and I don't. My cousin. Antipsychotic medicines for mental health problems like schizophrenia and bipolar. I don't do either one, or am either one of them. Although somebody thought that was kind of funny to make fun of mental health in hopes that I'm not one of them because that's scary. Fuck you, Taffy. This is my live stream. I'll talk about it now. I made a video talking about it. Let me see which video it is. It's one of the ones I did in front of the what do you call it? In front of the store. This video is titled "If You're Spelled Wrong, Troll, Not Feeling Safe, You can pack up and leave anytime. And I did hashtag mental health because there was another comment that kind of disappeared. And I crawled out this person. I didn't remove stuff. Probably you did because it's true. Ha 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 ha. No, this comment, they realized what they wrote, but actually the comment went back on. I'll say that. So cool. Because I called them out and they put it back up. I don't take down comments, guys. The only thing I can think of, YouTube does, if something has these, there's certain words you can or cannot say, and they'll take down the video or whatever, I guess, I don't have any moderators, so whatever YouTube people or AI or whatever picked up something on that comment, that's maybe what happened. Right? It's obvious what you cannot say. This one was kind of borderline, not because it's threatening or anything like that, but it was insensitive and it could affect other people. That's why. It could affect people with actually mental health problems. They're going to see that and it affects those people that way. That was really insensitive of you to do that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not because you said something to me, I'm going to report you, or I'm going to. No, it wasn't that at all. It was just like, hey, I'm thinking of other people that are going to read that comment. So, anyways, God dang it. Okay. Oh shoot, these ants, man. Let's see screenshots. Do I even have it on this phone? Yes, I do. So it was back then when I took the screenshot 13 days ago, and it's edited, by the way. So there's proof right there, because I can't edit your comment. You're right. I can remove it, but I don't remove it. But you who made that comment, hey, how you doing? Good morning. My neighbor's yelling at his dog. So at CaliforniaBear619, everywhere in the world have violent crime, but no mass shooting here that looks normal in your country. My gosh, so many drug addicts. Drugs are almost legal and mental health problems. Big issue. Hope you're not one of them because it's scary. With a laughing emoji. Like, dude, how's that gonna be funny? So let me talk about it. Mental health is something serious, man. It's it's no different than making fun of somebody that's disabled, handicapped. They don't like being called handicapped, but I'll call myself disabled because I was partially disabled, where I couldn't, do a lot of things that I can now. People can't help that, man. There's different broad spectrum of mental health. There's people with uh, depression, people with bipolar, people with schizophrenia, um, several, like I said. And if someone was to read that, it could trigger something. Have I had experiences with mental health? Yes, I have. On a very close personal level, I have. I've had it with past relationships that unfortunately it was such a issue that it caused rift. It's a very hard thing to really deal with when somebody's got issues. Especially when they don't like really take care of it, don't get medicated or seek some help or something, or don't get help either. So, anyways, I'm gonna tell the story. There was a friend that I've known since the 7th grade. He's one of the first people. I went from like being in elementary school. So when I went to like middle school, it wasn't the middle school that most of my friends went to, because I was out of the area where I went to this elementary school. So I went to a brand new school. So this kid was one of the first kids I kind of started talking and met and just talking, just hey, shooting the shit. 7th grade in PE. He was in my PE class, and I'll call him by his nickname, Sparky. He's called him Sparky, and that kid had such depression and issues. He'll talk about things. He wasn't a bad kid that he misbehaved in school. He just had issues because so many things that he was exposed to at as a young age that put that in his head and stuff. On top of what I can see now, what he had back then was depression, possibly. Um, he was a manic depressant. He got put in when we were in school. Actually, when we were in middle school, he got put in those mental places by his mother because she couldn't control him or whatever. I never met his mother. He would talk about his mother. Friends would talk about his mother, like neighborhood friends from the school that knew her. It sounds like she had issues too. So it's things that's also hereditary and also um, triggered. Let me see if my microphone's still on. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Um, this kid just disappeared one day. He disappeared one day, and he appeared one day in high school, like driving a motorcycle and everything. Hi. How are you? One of the kids from the neighborhood. Mother comes over to visit one of the other ladies to shoot the shit, and she brings her daughter, and she's cool, dude. She's just like saying hi. That's all. And he was no longer. He like pretty much dropped out of school, and I'll see him off and on. And he looked good. I mean, he had a job and everything, and then disappeared again, and then he appeared again. Like, dude, it's like he wasn't homeless, but he was one of the guys that would go from people's. You just like sleep on your floor or your couch, and he was a cool guy. Like I said, he just had issues. And I remember we were hanging out at one of my friend's neighbor's house, and he said this several times before. Man, he said it word for word. We're just sitting there, dude. All of us just kicking back, doing our thing as we're in the age about 20, 21, around that age group. So, if you remember that age, when you hung out with friends and girls, whatever, just hanging out, drinking and stuff. And dude, we're the vibe. We're just listening to music and whatever, hanging out just in the daytime. So we're all like in a good vibe. And he just starts talking. He says, man, like out of nowhere, dude, this, he starts saying it. If I had I swear to God, I would just like, and he always say that. If I had, I'll just, me being ignorant at that age, ignorant, not knowing about it, not really, in my drunken stupor or whatever, I said something to this day that I regret. I said, man, why don't you just go ahead and fucking do it, man? You keep talking about it all the time. You just got quiet, man. So that was in like 1991. About 92, I get a phone call from another good friend. This is somebody that I used to live with, was a roommate, and a guy that I kind of knew since school and stuff too. Good friend. And so, hey, what's going on, Bear? Oh, nothing, dude. We're watching the Super Bowl, and I remember it was like I walked away. I was watching it because the phone call on the landline, actually. I'm watching the Super Bowl, and it was the Giants and Buffalo Bills. I think that game was in Pasadena. And I went to my room. And I was like, hey, what's going on? Dude, I got some bad news. What happened? Spark hung himself. Let me backtrack. And I messed up when I did that. We're going to go ahead. Let me finish the story. Like, what? He hung himself. And I punched the wall so hard. It didn't go through because the walls of my house are the old kind of like drywall. It's like plaster of Paris, I guess, or what, I don't know what it's called, but it's hard. It's not like drywall where like it, you can poke through or it's great. No, dude. And I made an impression with my knuckles when I punched the wall. And it's probably still there. Whenever I go back, I'll probably take a picture of it, and I'm sure that's still there. The indentation from my knuckle, this knuckle right here. Like, dude, what the hell? Like, and I'm asking, well, dude, is it gonna be like services? What's up? What's his mother saying? No, dude, he's still alive, but he hung himself. I'm like, what? He got revived. He got found. He was at a party, just drinking, like we always did, our parties or whatever. He was just drunk, just sit there and just, mellow. But he drink. He was an alcoholic. Drink, or take whatever, whatever was there. He never said no. And I guess he walked over to the garage, got a rope or a cord, and hung himself in the garage. Somebody found him and they took him off, he didn't like end it. They revived him and everything, but he lost so much oxygen he was like brain dead. So we went to visit him, and he was in coma in the hospital. And I remember it was myself with the person they called that we were roommates, and his girlfriend that was actually our roommate eventually too. We all went together to visit him because I'm the one that had a car and drove, so I picked him up and we went together. And there was another coworker there. He used to work at Ralph's at night shift, and somebody had little homemade Walkman and playing just his favorite music. It was like metal, he was a metalhead and like bands and then punk bands, like all his favorite bands that were playing that to him. And then people said, just talk to him, whatever. And he would react, but he was like his eyes little rolling and stuff, and he would squeeze your hand too. Hey, Spark, we're here, dude. It's like I remember the lady. She was a coworker, and she's just shaking her head, crying. And so he was so sad. He was such a sad little boy. Because the same thing what he said to people. He had problems, and he didn't have the resources to help him. He was just forced. So I'll go back to what happened. Also, he actually did try to hang himself in one of those centers for kids. And this is when we were like in middle school. I just went live again, so I went out a little bit. So he had a track record of this. So they took him. His mother took him out, like out of that place. So Spark had a history of that, and all I can think of, man, dude, what a fucking piece of shit I am, because I went in and told him what I told him. And I tell this story to anybody that ever says, "Hey, because I promised myself, if anybody ever tells me that, you're not going to do it. I'm not going to let you do it. We're going to sit down and talk. If you need help, let's go get help. Let's go get help. We won't lock you up or nothing, but let's look for the resources. Let's get you somebody to talk to if you really feel this way. There's people that talk about it. It's a cry for help. When I was talking to my friend, my old roommate, he said, "Yeah, dude, he uh he gave his bike away because back then at that time already he didn't have a car anymore. He just started going downhill, so he just had a BMX bike, but it was a nice bike. He was good with his hands. He was a good mechanic. He had this BMX bike that was tricked out and everything, and he would ride it all over town, everywhere, right? Just like a tweaker, kind of. Which I guess that was one of the issues he had in the past too. That's what my friend told me. Yeah, dude, I told him not to hang out because he went from like doing this to like actually smoking it to where he was injecting it. He really went downhill, and like people didn't want to hang out with him because when he was that messed up, he was not a not a good character to hang out with. You know, his demons really came out and they got a hold of him really bad. So he used to have this bike, and he said, like, I remember, like, we'd be sitting on the patio drinking beers or whatever, and he'd be out, like, waxing it, and the wheels. He took care of his stuff. That's what I mean. And one day he said that he just like, yeah, hey, that's a cool bike. You want it? What? He just gave the kid the bike. And I guess within a couple of days or whatever, he did that. He was at a party. He just was drinking, hanging out, whatever, just to where he can maybe get the courage or maybe just not feel anything anymore, whatever he was feeling. So that's why I have an issue with mental health as far as people making fun of it and downplaying it. And that was my reaction. Not me. You're not gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna give her. Anybody has the power to, by words or whatever, and my channel is not about like I'm gonna fight with trolls and I'm like whatever. I'll just after a while I'll ignore it. I'll let it go. But I'll address things like this. I had an apprentice that I was working with, and I was higher up, like I was maybe a third-year apprentice, and he was just barely started. And yeah, he's just whatever. I'm not gonna say anything negative, but I remember we're all the way on the roof, and they're taking material up with the pettibone, which is like a forklift, a big forklift that looks like a tractor and extends the boom. So it's got long as that fork, and they're extending all this stuff on the pallets, and we're like taking it out on the roof, because we're gonna be working up there, and we're just hanging out, waiting for the next shipment. The guy that's bringing it up, and he's like, man, I just feel like just jumping off right now. And I said, are you serious? Said, well, yeah, man. He was a trouble kid, and I'm still friends with him, like on Facebook. And he's doing good. He's doing a lot better now. Now he's matured a lot. He's up there now. He thinks if he's not in his 30s, he's getting up there, close to it. But I turned around and looked at him and I said, hey, are you serious? He said, well, yeah. I said, okay, dude. And I told him the story what I just told you guys in a short version. And after I finished telling the story, I said, I promised myself that I'm not going to let anybody do that if you're around me. So if you're serious, I'm going to stop you right now. I'm going to do whatever I got physically to take you off this roof, make sure you get taken where you can get some help. He looked at me like, I said, I'm serious, man. So are you serious? Nah, man, I'm just joking. No. So I did tell somebody else, and this person was a good friend of him, was also an apprentice for the same company. And I told him, and I told him not in a way to make gossip or chismes. I told him, hey, dude, you're close to him. You guys hang out. Keep an eye on it, man. I'm a little worried because this is what happened, is what he said. And I told him the same story about Spark. So whenever people like that say things, just say that's kind of that is a cry for help. I guess he went and told that guy when they're doing whatever, hanging out outside off work, and he came at me, the kid that said he was in jump. Hey, did you like tell people? Is it true that you told him such and such? I said, yes, I did. And I told him in a way to look out for you because I'm concerned. To look out for your best interest. That's all I said. I didn't make any gossip. I didn't do anything else. So I'm saying, whoever sees this video, man, if you're having a hard time, when it just seems like, hey, man, just like it's not worth it, it is worth it. And I'm not saying, hey, you got people that, they're going to do it for yourself. Take care of yourself. Look out for yourself. The biggest obstacle and problem in this is acknowledging that there is something. I'm not going to say a problem or something wrong. There's just something. And to reach out. The first reaching out is reach out to somebody you have a good relationship and confidence to tell, hey. And they're going to show you there really are somebody that you think they are, that you trust, that you care about, that's going to be the best interest for you. They're going to show that if they are or not. That's it. So I'm just going to this live stream. I'm in 42 into it. Keep that in mind, guys. Live for today and live for tomorrow because always can get better. I've had highs and I have lows. I've had a lot in between, and right now I'm up here right now because I actually stuck it out. And I'm right now with my family, which is the main thing I wanted. That's the whole thing what I said on this channel that I wanted. Here I am, guys. I'm living it. It's not the most glamorous thing, but it doesn't matter because, like somebody said, you found your happy place. And I sure as fuck have. Because even a bad day here, guys, is a good day. It's more fun in the Philippines. The Philippines, to me, is a magical place. It's a fun place. I remember when I was little, they used to take us to Disneyland. They, my family, my dad, mom, my aunts and uncles, and like that sensation that Disneyland, it's like, and you start rolling in from the freeway, you see the Matterhorn. I don't know how many buildings they have now that you can see it up here. You can see the Matterhorn, you see the mountain and everything, dude, and from the freeway. And when you drive through Anaheim, and then get off, you Catella, and you're going there. There's Disneyland in Orange, in Anaheim, Orange County. And I remember that sensation as a little kid, man. As a little kid at 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. As a kid, I was like, oh. So for me, that's how it feels like being here. That's the reason I put that California Bear in Cebu. It's like being in Disneyland, guys. It's magical, man. Anything's possible here. You just gotta be good here, and everything else will work out, man, eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting videos. I'm gonna do more live streams, and like I said, um, thank you again for the subscriptions. Thank you again for the views. I got 3,800, 3.8K views, about the same as usual. Watch time hours 208.4. That's 128.4 more than usual. 17 plus subscribers in the last 28 days. Your channel has gotten 3,779 views in the last 28 days. Many just click on and click off. Some people stay all the very end. So thank you. If you watch my videos now, I'm actually starting to add like bloopers, like the old movies from like the 80s, the funny movies. I'll give you an example: Cannonball Run, where Burt Reynolds and forget the big funny man. There's a lot of stars, like serious actors too. Roger Moore was in it, but it was all comedy. And then there was so many stars in one movie. And then at the end of the movie, when the credits, they're showing the bloopers. And like, oh, they're all cracking up and stuff. So yeah, there is things that edit out. They're like bloopers. I put them at the end. So after you see, thanks for watching. Stay tuned because it's going to be there at the end. So only you see this live stream or do watch the latest videos that are coming out, you'll see that. Peace out.